Hello, we are back for Shark Week. Super excited about doing Shark Week this year. So I have picked up a few of these shark themed kits from Michael's, and we are going to go ahead and try them. They were on a severe discount, which worked out kind of awesome. So honestly, this guy looks the funniest. He looks like the most fun, and I almost didn't get this one. I don't really love the way it looks. So let's go with like least favorite. Save the best for last, you know? And also, I don't think I have ever tried one of these Creatology craft kits. So this will also be interesting for that. Well, first off, what I have to say is the packaging is unnecessarily large. It does not need to be this big for this amount of product. So it looks like these are sticker foam. That is what I'm getting. I didn't even read the instructions. Are you guys instruction people? Let me know in the comments. I usually like to look at the thing, and if I can't figure it out, then I'll go to the instructions. That's kind of how I operate. But sometimes that leads me into trouble, and sometimes I'm just fine. I like this shark wood cutout though. I'd almost like prefer to keep it on its own without making it look like that. Do you know what I mean? Because I really like how this looks. Are we going to like DIY our own DIY kit? They do make it so that it's two-sided, so that were you to hang it, it can like twist, you know, while it's hanging, because both sides are done. These kind of look like mermaid fins to me. What else do they have in here? I don't know, guys. I'm really sort of leaning towards just keeping it as a wood frame. This was the one that I liked the least, so it's not that unusual that I would feel that way, but I'm not sure what to do with that. Do I attempt? He just looks kind of cool on his own. Right? Don't you see that? I see it. What do we do, folks? I wish you were here to like actually tell me what I should do. So I'm sorry if you guys were really hoping to see me put together this little shark, but because I don't really love this design, I kind of want to just keep this wood frame because it looks cool. So that's how this is going to go. I don't know what I'm going to do with these extra pieces. I might try and figure something else out for a craft. But for the time being, we are going to move on to the next box. So there's my cool little wood shark frame. Next, let's move on to this one. And he looks pretty cool, so I'm interested to see what he'll look like at the end. Okay, so this looks like this is the base. Here's our instructions. Oh, I see. This is the top, this is the bottom, this again. Okay, so then we have these. Let's use instructions. Okay, so we're just counting what we've got here. Oh, we have to do some cutting? Of what? Okay, guys, this shark looks very different than this shark. Tell me if you don't see that. And I think we're making this shark. Interesting. So that's a little false advertising, I would say. Oh, is the tissue paper what we're cutting here? Interesting. Then in half. Okay, we've finished step 1 now. On to step 2. This is where these come in. So, got this. These self-adhesive strips are supposed to make the box. I should have folded that before I took the protective strip off. Go. I was just about to ask, is this supposed to be like a piggy bank? But no, that's for the fin, I believe. So you're supposed to glue both the top and the bottom, these little pieces on, and I think I'm going to just do these steps at the same time because I think that makes sense to me. That way I don't have to have my glue sitting out, not being used. Folding these guys in first. Okay, so I've got my top and bottom pieces ready to go. I've got my Mod Podge, and I'm gonna need to change this guy up pretty soon because he's getting pretty crusty, but I've got my Mod Podge sponge here as well. And so they want us to basically just glue these tissue bits on to like add some texture, is what I'm understanding. So let's go ahead and do that. So I've got the top layer ready. It just has to dry. Thankfully, it stands on its own. Now I guess I will move on to the bottom. I do have some extra dark blue, so I'm wondering if by the end, once I've got the bottom all finished, I'm wondering if I could like sort of try and make a gradient, you know, with these extra pieces. I think that could work out cool. We will have to play that one by ear just to see what I think of the idea, but I think I might go for it. Okay, so we've got the lower jaw and the upper jaw here drying. I did do a little bit of gradient, so hopefully that turns out. The next step is to assemble these fins. All right, so let's pop these guys out. So there should be two smaller ones. These two, I believe, stick together, and then they shove on top as his top fin. I can't insert this until he's dry though, so we'll put that there. And then these ones are his pectoral fins, so they will also go on after he's dry. And the same for the teeth. And oh, I guess I could put this on. We'll see how tricky that is to do while it's still drying. But this is supposed to be the inside of his mouth, which it isn't actually red, but this isn't a true to life craft either, so This might be a bit blurry for you because my focus. And I'm not too concerned about it being perfect. All right, so the red bit's taken care of. Okay, so basically, oh, do we have, where's the instructions for the, here? Oh, okay. I completely missed that. So we have to cut this into 6 pieces. All right, so we've got these, which can only be assembled. So I guess at this point, we're just gonna let this dry and then we can come back to assemble it. So let me clean this stuff off while this is drying. Bringing in the third and last craft kit. Ooh, we've got one of these. Those are always handy. We've got some fins. Let's pull those out right away. There's our nice, oh, he's gonna be a fair size actually. Definitely comes across as larger than I would have anticipated. There's more of his mouth. Oh, that's his tail, okay. It sticks on. Okay, so this is not a reversible creature because it only has one of these, so the backside will not be the same, I guess. So let's see what kind of instructions we have for this. I'm assuming we just sew it first. Let's see. We're gonna sew it first, and it wants you to keep the fin area open, which makes sense. Okay, let's do that. So as I was threading the tail, I did stuff it because I just felt like it would be way too impossible to wait until the end because these are so narrow. So now we can start stuffing the main body of the shark through the dorsal fin. This might take a minute. Okay, he looks sufficiently stuffed. And we'll just close up his fin here. The whole time I actually thought that we were gonna run out of thread, and I was like, surely we won't run out of thread because these people have put lots of time into making sure that this kit works. But anyway, this is supposed to stick on here. It's got to be real sticky to stick on like rounded shapes, you know what I mean? So I guess this is the next step. We're just putting on stickers now, hey? Let's match the eye up. Well, it is pretty sticky, so hoping that it stays on. Okay, there's that little guy. And then I guess we just stick on all the other little stickers. It doesn't even tell you like the order that you're supposed to do things. So just have to, what are these? Oh, this is his fin going down this way, and this is his fin here. All right. Figuring it out. And there's our little sharky friend. He's pretty cute. Pretty accurate to the box too. All right, so I will put him aside as we continue working on that boxy one. We have, these guys have dried now, and so let's go ahead and attach some of these bits. So the dorsal fin goes on top. Nope, that's not the dorsal fin. The gills are awful close to the snout of his face. Little unrealistic because, you know, we're trying to make this look as lifelike as we can. I don't think the eyes are at quite the same position, but they are close. So, and teeth. Oh, they're individual teeth. I, for some reason, thought it was like a row of teeth. So I think the trick is to hold it this way to get the point as perfect as you can get it, because that's the most important part. Okay, now we are at the assembly stage. So, I don't think I have to poke these or anything. They should be good to go. Okay. There's definitely finagling that is required to get these guys in. So what I want to do now is, because according to the instructions, this is done. All you would have to do is take this sticker off and just put it on your wall. However, I do not want to put this on my wall because this, I have used this kind of sticky stuff, these stick-on foam pieces before on, I actually put it on our old cabinets. I decorated for Valentine's Day one year, knowing that we were renovating our cabinets, so it wasn't a huge deal, but I did not expect those little hearts to stick on as intensely as they did. So I would never put this on a wall or on anything permanent unless I was sure that I could, you know, fix it eventually. But I have these sample pieces and I want to stick it on one of them. And as I was looking for these, I thought, oh, that would kind of be cool to stick this on one of them because it fits so perfectly, right? So, I think I want him on one of these lighter colors. I like them both on that one though. I think I'm gonna stick him on this one because this looks like one of those classic old wood that you would have like a taxidermy piece on, that people who do heads, you know, animal heads. It kind of looks like the same kind of wood. So and there's our little mounted shark. He's kind of cute. Okay, so we have now our mounted shark head and our stuffy. And now we just have to decide which one of these I want this shark silhouette on. I am kind of leaning towards this lighter color. We're gonna use some E6000 to adhere this guy. Okay, this thing I've noticed doesn't want to stick to this felt very well on the curved surface, which I was concerned about. I just figured the people who made this knew what they were doing, so. But it does tend to lift by the gills there. So these are the 3 sharks that we made today, and I am a big fan. I'm really glad that we stuck with this instead of doing that yarn design. I think it looks better. Okay, so I will show you what these look like once I've put them up. And there they are. I think it looks really cool. I'm quite happy with how these 3 look on my wall. Don't they look fun? Oh, I'm really happy with this. So let me know if you guys have ever done those Creatology kits before. Let me know if you guys love sharks, and we will chat in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you. Bye!